bang in time before he said it. Then I would have been yeeted off Twitch. Welcome to round 2! It's ERC Sundays. I'm doing this one by myself. Because if you didn't see that video, at the start, Mike has decided to go on holiday. He said he might pay us a visit from the warm, sunny, beautiful country of Spain on one of the islands. He's in Tenerife. So somebody get a strike ready to land on his hotel. But on top of all that, it's going to be good. I don't know, Scott. It depends on what the guys want. I am going to hope and pray that I can get this to work today. So I don't know where Sam is, because I think Sam was wanting to do it today. But I really don't know. I think I might just do this one by myself. Go back to the old ways of comms. Try and keep you guys busy. It's gonna be sad because I miss Mike. I miss him. But you know, we get through it. We're in Jeddah this evening. It's gonna be good fun. I do like Jeddah. The time tends to pass reasonably quick around here. So I'll keep you guys busy. Hopefully we got some nice tasty battles. That's a rubbish camera angles, Cody's. What is this? What is this angle? Right, hold on a second. What is going on? What is going on with the audio? That should be better. Hopefully today the thing will not black screen as much. But that's it. Minden Bean in one of the two Williams with his teammate Wallace. They did pretty well last week. Gonna see how well they do. They're gonna, I think, tow each other down the straight here. Give each other a helping hand. A little bit of a slide out of that corner, but they're not doing too badly. Down the gears. Through this section. It's probably one of my favourite sections to track on this game, to be honest. Because it's so interesting. But the rest of the track's pretty shit. Oh, his teammate getting wide, getting swifty. Having a battle with Wallace down the straight. 129 free from all gold. It's not bad. Minden though, running across the line. 129 free. Does take pole just. Got 19 drivers in the lobby at the moment currently. You got Shaggy, Wallace, Gas, Exo, VXR Miller, Bird, Aussie Curtis, ERC Wolf is back. We got Tiny's here. Tiny, or Tall Tiny. Big Franks is here. ERC Billy is here. Bluntblade is here. SRC Roman is here. Lord Rike and MK7 Hitch as well. So it's going to be an interesting one. They're all very close at the moment. Minden currently in provisional pole. Reader Safnauer. He keeps changing his name, and I think he just doesn't want to be Toto Wolf anymore, so he's went to Safnauer. He changes it with whatever car he's in. Hello, Mike! Mike's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Watching the stream from his comfortable hotel room with a pint of beer in hand. During the half time of this, between quali and the race, I'm going to go down and get myself a nice tasty cider that I have. Hopefully it's still tasty. It's been sitting in the fridge for 4 months, so here's hoping. It's very quiet, and I do apologize. I just got home. I edited a video that took like 10-15 minutes to do for the start of the stream. Then went to the toilet, and then before I knew it, it was time to start streaming. So, I haven't really had a chance to eat anything. That's why you see me eating an onion bhaji. But, who can blame me? Onion bhajis are elite. Tall Tiny setting the first 128 that we've seen. Oh, that was so good. Honest rating though, a bit, nah, you know, in the middle. Wasn't cooked fully. I'm gonna be telling my mum that. Sorry, my dad. He was the one that cooked tonight. I don't usually eat on a Sunday, but you know, that's how it goes. What is Mike Wallace saying? What is he? There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There is Mike. I'm gonna see if I can share this with the stream, ladies and gentlemen, because Mike has just informed me that he is doing exactly that. Oh, that's not it. Well done, Andrew. You fucked it again. I need that. The reason I sent you that on Discord, Mike, is so that I can steal it from Discord. It's easy to do that way. Quali is going pretty well. Aussie Curtis on pole by just under half a second currently. As we say, it's not all about qualifying here, but very well done to those that do qualify. Oh yes, oh yes, I have been given permission. Oh Mike, oh Mike. Let me just do something right here, right now, right here. Gonna just quickly save that down, and then just do this, and then can you let me just do a picture, an image? That is it. Browse, bang. Oh my god, it's massive. This is Mike currently, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna put it over one of my existing things. Mike is enjoying a cold beer in the sun when it is chucking it down with rain here in good old sunny Scotland. He's decided to go to Tenerife. He's done it to himself, really. See if it starts raining over there. No sympathy, mate. No sympathy. You get no sympathy from the devil today, my sir. Mr. Frank Stroll on his first lap. Let's see how he does as he crosses the line. We just caught him at the end. He goes third fastest. 1:29.2. That is not a bad time. His teammate for today, 6'10", or should I say 6 foot and 1 inch cock, has still managed to keep it in third. Frank's going down one place to MK7 Hitch, who's just pipped him by 1/10. Sorry, Tiny, I had to do it. See, when someone else says 6'10" or something like that, I always just say, well, it's actually 6 foot and 1 inch in reality, because that 1 inch is on your fucking dick. I don't know why it stuck with me. I was just really drunk one night, and someone said to me that they knew someone who was 6'10", and I just went, well, no, he's probably 6 foot, but his dick's pretty small as well. You know. It's just because I'm short and I'm a bit of an ankle biter. As people found out today, as my vape died on me while I was at work. That's a funny story, I'll tell you, is because I nearly killed someone twice. I just couldn't be bothered with anybody. I got to 1 o'clock and that was it. Scott, if you're still about, I can maybe get you in after qualifying. But it overall depends on what the guys are saying. If there's anybody from the ERC community that wants to have a shot at Mike's job, please bear in mind that you do not get paid. And the money that I have in my hand right now is actually to pay for my surgery that I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting a surgery. I'm getting a new brain cell basically implanted in my brain because unfortunately for you guys, you have to listen to me drone on all the time. But that's not going to happen anymore because I've started YouTube, and apparently that's like a surgery for your brain. It makes you become even more stupid, but smart in different ways. Oh, what the hell? Hello. That was quick. I've been flying past very quickly. But Mr. Tall Tiny, I can't remember. I don't think you raced last week. Mike's magic facts would reveal that, but Mike is not here. Okay. Run out of fuel, have you, Mr. Wallace? Go ahead. ERC Shaggy 29-0. Frank's getting dropped down to P9. Not long to go in quali. Shaggy's doing his damnedest to keep going. We'll see as Exo's not going to quali. Billy goes P9, a 129.1 from the Red Bull driver. We're just going to go to him as he was coming across the line. We'll get the track map up for the final 4.5 minutes. And we need to figure out where the hell everybody is. I don't know about you guys, but this game looks absolutely terrible on my screen. It looks so much better on yours. Good. I don't know if it's just Formula 1 being Formula 1, but, you know. Realistic game, am I right? Aussie Curtis already up on his time. On his lap. We'll see if he can better it. Tiny is getting closer, and so is Wallace Jr. We're going to see if Aussie Curtis can bring the car across the line with more improvements. It's a 28.2. That's a solid few tenths off. That time, Tiny's going to stay in the pits for just now. Billy is invalid. And VXR Miller is on a lap, so maybe just sit on with around with him at the moment. How good would it be to have an IndyCar game? Oh, and VXR Miller has unfortunately invalidated that lap. We'll move on to the next one, Blunt Blade. It's a shame that we're not going to get one, is it? You know, we've been promised it for 2 years now. It was going to come out last year for beta test. It never did. They showed off an improved version of R Factor 2 with Indy cars at the Indy 500 last year, but I guarantee you that that's all we're going to get is R Factor 2 with the IR18 Delara. That's it. That's how shit it is. Generally how shit it actually is. I can't be bothered anymore with trying to hide my discomfort with motorsport games. SRC Roman currently pushing. The bottom 9 drivers are all out on track at the moment, so it is a bit busy. It is going to get a lot busier. So that's another 3 drivers out on track. It's only just a few in the pits. 5 in the pits currently. 4 in the pits. Aussie Curtis has done everything he can do. Now the fate is in the hands of Mr. Tall Tiny and Wallace to see if they can improve their times. Bird isn't too far off either, and neither is Reed. So all of these guys are sort of within reach. Minden a little bit farther off, but who's, you know, never say never. ERC Shaggy, again, sort of, you know, 8 tenths off pole currently. Things do look a little bit more unlikely for those as it goes down, but you know, we've seen stranger things happen. MK7 Hitch up into P2 now, and a 28.5, just quicker than Tall Tiny, as he is about to come across the line. Can he improve? Oh, no, not this lap. Not this lap. Has he got enough fuel to go again? That is the question. MK7 Hitch. It looks like he's going again. Hitch is very quick at the moment. Wallace hasn't validated his first, well, his out lap. He's trying to get round to see if he can get his lap in. ERC Bird, however, not particularly in the window he would like. I mean, he's quite comfortable right now. There's a big gap. I think you'd be hoping if he can catch up to the cars ahead, he'd have a little bit of a tow, but I don't think that is going to happen. Right now, 14 seconds to go, and can Wallace make the line? I don't think he will. He's raced all the way around the track to try and see if he can improve his qualifying position, but it looks like he's just going to have to settle with what is there. Now it's up to the cars around. Can Bird improve on his qualifying position right now? He was in top form all of last season, so it'll generally be a no mystery to you guys that he is probably one of the quickest drivers on the grid. Can he make this a good year for him? Because he has won titles in the past in ERC. This game seemed to be his year for everything sort of going his way most of the time. Bird coming round the final corner now. Let's see what he does. He's really using all the track. Right down the line, he goes P2, 128.3. MK7 Hitch has invalidated. The only cars left to set their laps is SRC Roman and Lauren Rique. So the two Mercedes guys wait until the last minute to set their quali laps. We'll see how Roman and Rique do as he comes round to round off his lap. He's a little bit slower than he would have liked to have been, but can he get in the 129s? No. So he's stuck there, and so is Lord Rique. So that is your qualifying position. Aussie Curtis on pole. ERC Bird in P2. Still on the front row with him. In the second row of the grid, we've got Tall Tiny and MK7 Hitch. Third row of the grid, we've got Reader Safnauer. And in P6, we've got Wallace, 57. P7, Minden Bean. Hey. P8, we've got ERC Billy. P9, we've got ERC Shaggy. And P10, we have Stroll. He shouldn't be in the points, but that's how it goes. Right. Let me see if we can get a Mr. Wallace to call me on Discord right now. My friend, call me on Discord. And let's have a little conversation before the race starts, and you can stay with us for a little bit, because you know you're welcome, even though you're on holiday. This is meant to be your weekend off, but you insisted to me yesterday that you wanted to do it. Bird was just under a tenth of a second away from Aussie Curtis in that qualifying position, but he is going to drop 5 positions. Why? What did he do? Did he hit another car? That seems a bit harsh. Well done, Cody's. You've made a fantastic game yet again. It really, really, really makes me so happy to say that Bird is actually going to be starting like P6 instead. So, Fuck knows. Fuck knows. I don't know what the hell is happening. Right, ladies and gentlemen. It's now that time in the stream where we talk about the one and only our week in sim racing. But it's my week in sim racing. Just gonna quickly turn my camera off because soon we're gonna be getting into the race. You got to see my beautiful face for part of it, so you can't complain. If you do complain, I will mute you. I don't care. I do care. I just don't want my beautiful face plastered all over this fantastic racing, because it's not me that's racing. But yeah, so my week in racing wasn't too bad. International Paddock on Monday was pretty good actually. It was a little bit smaller than usual, but we had a good chat. It was a good chat either way. And we did have, well, sorry, when I say smaller, it was quite big. But we did a tribute to Mr. Craig Breen, who obviously lost his life over a week ago. May he rest in peace. And then we just chatted a lot of the racing that had happened at the weekend, and it was good fun. You know, IMSA, Portimao, it was a busy weekend. Tomorrow we're going to be talking Monza, because we had the GT World Challenge at Monza, so that was good to watch that as well. I watched a little bit of bits and pieces in between my shift today. I was doing nothing, sitting around, pretending that I'm working, but I'm really fucking not. And then on Tuesday, I raced with RPM. That was good fun. First race of the calendar, and I came P4. I was the highest finishing silver class driver through our classification system separate to ACC. Just due to base, it was all done on pace. And I got to say, I did really well. It was Silverstone. It was a lot of fun. We got Nürburgring on Tuesday. So I can't wait for that. And what else did I do this week? Oh, yeah, on Wednesday, 1.9 released on the PC for ACC, so I've been playing Valencia, having some fun, driving the new cars. That new 296 is a babe to drive. And also at that weekend as well, on that Saturday, I did have the endurance race, but we will not talk about that because we already did last week. But my foot is in agony this week. I was stumbling around. And yeah, it was a bit horrible, to be honest. Stumbling around the place, it really hurts. And yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just need it healed by Tuesday, if possible. Please, foot, be fine. Yes. Respond. Who has sent me message? Is this Mr. Wallace? Have you appeared to come and say hello to the stream, or are you just going to just be nice and be okay? I don't know. Either way, we can maybe get him in at the end if he's about. I know he's going to be watching Ricky today, so I hope he enjoys that. I'm going to try and make this as enjoyable as possible for you, Mike, considering you're not here. But, let's face it, right? I miss him. I miss him when he's not here. He makes everything so much funnier, so much more energetic. And I can't wait to have him back next week when he's completely shattered from his week's holiday in the what is considered to him as the Maldives, but really it's Tenerife. And yeah, it'll be good. He needs to get his facts straight, right? In his head, I bet you he thinks it's the Maldives. He's in Jamaica right now, But really, no, he's in the he's in the Caribbean. He's in the Canaries. He's enjoying himself. So yeah, he's having a good time. I'm glad to hear it. I hope you enjoyed that little bit that we did for the stream, because I had a lot of fun organising that this week. It was just a shame that I didn't have a lot of time to do a lot more with it. But I had a rough idea of what I wanted, and it turned out well. For what was going to be an argument, or sorry, like not an argument, but like a sort of petty squabble between me and him. It's like, you didn't tell me you were on holiday. Ended up just being me phoning him. He hangs up, and then I phone him back, and he says I'm on holiday, and then hangs up. Yeah, I have been talking about you, Mike. I've been telling everybody about how much of a horrible human you are. About how you didn't tell me about your holiday, and uh, how you how in reality, right, in your head you think you're in the Maldives, but in reality you are in the Canary Islands. And then I also tried to make a joke saying, you also think you're in the Caribbean, but you're in the Canaries instead. But I'm not funny. I'm not funny, so I can't make those jokes. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed because that would deem me as being a horrible person. I was gonna go and get a beer or something, but I think we're gonna start without me now because I've been too busy rambling. Ah well, I mean, if my throat goes, you at least you'll have the backup voice of Martin Brundle and I don't know, Martin Scorsese, because I don't know, he loves Leonardo DiCaprio. Look, alright, I just say stuff. It happens. Tenerife is much better than the Caribbean or the Maldives. I'm sure it is, Mike. I think you might be just tripping balls right now. Okay, we're going into our nice formation lap. We're going to hide the UI. We're going to hit the spectator menu. Get ourselves ready for the race. Make sure we've got everything we want. I think we do. Bang. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show here for ERC Sunday Round 2 in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. It's going to be good fun. I know the guys will be missing Mike just as much as me, so I'm going to try and make it entertaining. Ricky qualified in P6, but due to Bird getting a bullshit penalty of some sort, has moved down to P7. And moving everybody else up by 1. Thinking of making a rule where everyone must kill themselves on the formation lap to give everyone 70 degrees tires for the start. Is that for what you were talking to me about the other day? I don't know if people will be happy with that though. That's the difference. Everybody's trying to be competitively edged. Oh man, I'll tell you something, right? I had to kick so many people out of work, like out of my work today. It was something different. Like some of them were just absolute pricks, I think would be the words to say. And I'm not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. I know I can be a prick, but these boys especially were something else. I was not a happy chap, I'll tell you that much. It didn't help that my vape had died either, so it ended up me just being an angry fucking idiot for half of the day. Because my vape died, right? My vape died at 1:45 in the afternoon. I had been in work since 11, and I had a shift all the way till 5. How do you think I felt? I was not happy at all. I was not happy. I couldn't believe my ignorance to myself. It was disgusting. Right, come on, Cody's. Why is this camera angle existing? Oh, Jesus. And we're off. I mean, absolutely abominable. Tiny trying to dive down the inside on Aussie Curtis, but Aussie Curtis is just saying, nope, this is my place. He started on the hards today. He gets off well behind. It does look like PDMB's had a wee bit of a moment. Everybody's going wide at turn 3. PDMB 5-second time penalty for corner cutting in 2 gained places. So, well done PDNB. I don't think that was right, but I don't know anything. I really don't know anything. I'm just a guy. Wallace up to P4 now. Not much between this battle at the moment. We're going to watch and see the gap develop probably between P3 and P4 at the moment. Just due to the tyre difference. Well, there's not actually a tyre difference. It just seems to be MK7H is a lot quicker in a straight line. Must not have enough wing. He got the no wing strategy. Rip it off the car. Wallace under pressure now from Mr. Reed. Is he going to get the move done? No, it is. Oh, very close, but Wallace defends well. Reed is still on his coattails though. Does look like Allgold's looking for a little bit of a tasty move. He was looking on PDNB to see if he could make the cheeky dive pass. But they must have not handed those out today. Oh, Mr. Wolf in the Haas. We used to see them in a Alpha Tauri. Now he's driving for Haas. They've really got an upgrade. He's starting on the soft tire. There's a lot of action going on right now. I'm dancing around between the two Haas guys because they seem to be getting involved in the sort of only battle. Gas 17, however, on VXR Miller looks like it's going to be promising. But right now, Gas 17 is holding ground. Not where you would like it to be though. When the DRS opens, however, we're going to see some changes. Wolf was looking to make the move on Billy. He made the pass on PDNB, got it done at the start. I think that's where it is. I think, anyway. I can't remember if that was what I said or not. Can you tell I'm tired? But Wolf, however, very, very quick out of the corners compared to Billy. A lot more confident on those soft tyres around here, I would be. But he really needs to start making positions up if those softs are going to be useful. Right now, the battle for the lead is about to potentially change. They're still within that second margin. He needs to get it down to about 5/10 to make the move viable. Aussie struggling a little bit through some of the corners. Gas gets past VXR Miller. And ERC Wolf side by side with Billy, but Wolf has the inside line. And Billy has lost the position down into P10 for the Wicker. Minden Bean going down the inside of ERC Shaggy on the back of the main straight. The start-finish straight, I think we'll call it that. Still don't know this track too well. Franks looks like he is potentially in for a move here on Shaggy as well, who seems to have slowed down a little bit. Because already Minden's flying ahead. Wallace having a little bit of trouble through there. His gearing seems to be all off. He lost a ton of time there to making a mess of the gearing through that corner. His teammate behind, I think they're going to be happy to just keep that positions at the moment, because Wallace is slightly quicker than Reed in this current state. The two Williams doing very well right now. Mr. Billy Bird has really not had a good start to his race. He's down to P13. He's sort of dropped off the face of the planet. But he's going to keep in it. I mean, he's lost 6 positions, plus the 5 he's lost already. He's down 11 positions since the start, since qualifying. He hasn't made a stop, so he's just lost all those places by himself. But Bird looking to have a move on his teammate there. It's not amazing. PDNB, 3-second time penalty. He's racking up the penalties today. We're not even 5 laps through the race yet, and he's picked up 8 seconds of time penalties. Blunt blade, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Hitch is sort of in a weird position at the moment. Wallace has dropped back again to Reed. He's lost time. Reed's in a bit of a world of his own. He has nobody in front of him to give him DRS, but nobody behind him is getting DRS because Wallace is struggling. Wallace has left the session. What's happened? I might be able to invite him back, because I think that might have been a disconnect. I think he might have been struggling with his connection through there. I've sent him an invite back to the race. Hopefully he gets back in. But currently, right now, he is losing a lot of positions. Franks is still close to Minden. And Shaggy's close behind him as well. And Billy, they're all really close behind. All Gold is the closest. But he's just following his teammate closely, Bird, so that he can get through this traffic. I think he's thinking that. As we just watch on board. Not much to report other than that. MK7 Hitch, however, the 2 McLarens doing very well. They had a good haul of points last time out. It could be the same today. Oh, getting very close to the back of Aussie Curtis. There was Hitch. That could have been it over for them if he didn't pull out of that move. But we're going to watch now as the battle ensues. Hitch is doing really well to hold on to the back of Aussie Curtis, considering Aussie Curtis was very, very quick in qualifying. His race pace today doesn't seem to be as quick as they would have liked it to be. EXO making a move on Wallace's AI. Oh, and he has joined back. It's going to be a bit of a salvage run for him. Now, the amount of positions that the AI has dropped him, because AI be shit. MK7 Hitch again was sort of looking to try and see if he could look for a way by. Three DRS zones on the track. They all seem to be near the end of the track, to be honest. You go for the first sector, just kind of follow, and follow. And then second and third sector are just DRS zones. That is literally it. Franks and Shaggy battling. But Franks just managing to hold on. Franks has dropped back a bit from the car in front. Shaggy ran wide a tiny bit there as well. Billy looks like he is in a bit of a tough situation. Wallace is back in his car. Billy dives down the inside. They're very, very close. Side by side all the way through that corner. Billy just didn't manage to get that move done, but that was quite respectful, that racing. They gave each other plenty of room, and they were side by side, so very well done to them. Aussie Curtis has given up position to his teammate MK7 Hitch. Now is going to have a stab at Mr. Tiny. As he does, he goes down the inside. And move complete. Perfectly before the corner. Ooh, bit of a punt from Tiny. PDNB up into P6, P7. Oh, they're 3 wide into turn 1. Oh, I switched that battle a bit late, but Jesus, they were 3 wide. Bird is up into P9. Have we had any pit stops? That is the question. Just Wolf, it would seem. And that would be to get off the soft tyres he was running. Yep, he's now on the mediums. He's going pretty much on every tyre choice, I would believe. Or soft, medium, medium. I think the mediums would get him to the end from here. He just needs to be very careful. Bird is chasing down the pack in front of him. We will just need to watch and see. His teammate is also there, all gold. Hitch was quite a considerable amount of time ahead. He dropped time in that sector alone. What else are we going to witness here? It would be nice to see these guys battle it out. Tiny trying to go the inside for the better traction. Does he make it? He's still there, but he's going to be pushed to the outside for the next corner. And that looks like Hitch just held on that position. Fantastic battling for P1 at the moment. Aussie Curtis kind of just not in amongst it enough. He needs to be challenging Tiny now that Hitch has pushed back. But that's where it's at the moment. All Gold and Bird very close to making moves. Trying to see if they can force Franks into an error here, but it's going to be very difficult to do. Nice and comfortable on the inside there from Bird. His teammate is just following behind. The perfect Ferrari strategy does not exist until you see that. Gas was on for a little bit of a dancing move, but now he is under pressure from Mr. Wallace, who's going to dive down the inside. Oh, there's going to be contact because Gas sort of just turned in. Wallace is back going again, but Gas does have damage from that. I think that's a case of using mirrors, but I'm not sure exactly what happened there. see if that's a steward's ticket or not. But either way, VXR Miller pushing hard at the moment. He is in P13 currently. ERC Billy is behind him. These two have been battling it out all race so far. Oh, he gets the better traction out of that corner with the medium tyres. Puts himself on the inside and gets past VXR Miller without too much hesitation. That was nicely done. Tiny is now out of DRS zone. Of range, sorry, from Hitch, but Aussie Curtis is not being able to close that gap enough when it comes to 5/10. Maybe he just doesn't have enough on the straights, but a lot in the corners. It does look like he gains a lot of time in the corners. Oh, and Tiny is pitting, getting rid of those mediums. Oh, Reed gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Start seeing the alternate strategy runners come in. Sorry, the main strategy runners come in. The alternates will be very, very soon. Tiny has come out in P8 at the moment. VXR Miller is doing everything he can. Billy's in the pits, so is Lord Rike, so the back pack is sort of doing what they do best, getting the pit stops done out of the way. Wallace gets a 3-second time penalty for speeding. Sorry, not speeding, for multiple warnings. I don't think you can get that for just speeding. You get 5. But PDNB is flying out at the moment. Down the inside. Oh, very, very close. He does get the move done on Shaggy. And behind him is Franks. Frank's getting the move done on Shaggy as well. As he comes through, can he get the move done on PDNB? However, these guys have been battling it out for quite a while now. Aussie Curtis's tyres seem to be coming into a bit of life. Franks is doing his best to hold on to the back of PDNB, but it doesn't look like it is working too well. He's losing time in this sector. His hard tyres maybe giving up the ghost, or maybe he just doesn't have enough wing. If he's in the straight line, he is a bit quicker. VXR Miller is trying to chat up Exo, see if he can get past him. VXR Miller and Exo have not made a stop yet. Bluntblade, Shaggy, Minden, Aussie Curtis and Hitch have not stopped. Tiny stopped to get his tyres done. Didn't see what tyre he went onto. He went onto the hard tyre. Fresher hards than what the other two have on. Oh, that was a nice fake there from Franks on PDNB, trying to see if he can shake him. Franks is going to be sort of on the inside here, but PDNB gets the better traction, and they concede position once again for Franks. He is in P5, PDNB P4. There's not too much going on at the moment. The battles have started to wean away from us. Reed is hunting down Blunt Blade. Both have penalties. To see how this turns out, as I've just looked at the screen again. I looked away for a millisecond. Franks is doing what he can to hold on to the back of PDNB, but it looks like he might actually get a move here in the corner. Oh, defending to the inside. Now it's going to be up to this next straight. Can Franks get in front of PDNB? No, he's going to pit. He's going to pit and get out of the way. That may be a wise thing to do. The two McLarens are quite comfortable with their hard tyres at the moment. Exo gets 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane, added to his race time. Gas looks like he could have a move on the XR Miller here. We're going to just jump down, all the way down. Does, because the XR Miller is now in pits for a second time. I don't know, to be honest. We'll get rid of that screen now, as everybody's sort of made a stop, bar the McLaren drivers. The top 3 are the only ones, bar Wallace, who have not made a stop. Wallace is going to be wanting to go as long as possible on those hards to just try and capitalise on the fact that those tyres can last a little bit longer. He's not lost too much pace from having that disconnect, because right now, if he was to pit and throw on mediums or softs, he would not come out where he started. I'll tell you that much. All Gold trying to go down at the outside of him. A little bit of a punt there from All Gold to try and get him to move, but All Gold getting past in the straight. Fresher tyres and different compound as well. We want to rub salt in the wound. So Wallace down a position there. He's down to P8. If I was him, I would just pit. After conceding that position, it is time to pit, get on some fresh boots to the car, and get going. Gas, again, looks like he's close to making a move on Wolf. But, again, he just doesn't seem close enough. I'm yawning like fuck. It's not because the race is boring. I'm just so tired. Oh, Tall Tiny has left the session. Can quickly send him an invite to get him back in. There we are. He should be okay to get back in the session. Also, notice how we've not had any black screens tonight. Goose solved the problem. Because he's a problem solving goose, I guess. I don't know. I'm smart, alright? I'm fucking smart. Sometimes. Oh. Tall Tiny losing a couple of positions now. He could have very well lost this race just because of the disconnection. But it's where it is at. Minden on Tiny as well. I did send him an invite. Battling going on between Franks and Wallace at the moment. Franks getting past Wallace. I've got a vote going on at the moment with who's the sexiest man in ERC, and I mean the votes are simple, okay? You've got me, you've got Mike, you've got Franks, and then you've got EXO, right? I am the, you know, right, I'm the cutest, right? But the hottest man out of all of them is Mr. Franks, alright? Franks is a very hot human being, and I'm not gay. He's just hot. He is just hot, and that is just from showing pictures of Franks to a friend that is a girl of mine. They agreed that Franks is the hottest, and that no, Franks, you are not getting their Snapchat. That is not happening. SRC Roman and EXO on the run. See, the thing is, it's bad. Don't have a picture of EXO. But I've got a picture of me, and I've got a picture of Mike. I mean, it'd be a bit shit if I didn't have a picture of myself. They could just stare at me, just be like, yeah, that's about right. Just be happy though, right, Frank, that they picked you over me, and I was standing right in front of them when they made that judgment. So, be honest. To be honest, I'm, you know, a bit heartbroken. But you know, you can't dick a girl overnight all the time. It's just what it is. VXR Miller has left the session. What is happening with people today? Just disconnect. Oh, he's crashed. Oh no, he's in the pits. Retired. Why? He didn't have a bad race. So why you retire? He was fine. I don't understand it. I really don't. Okay. Franks gonna use his teammate as bait. Yeah, bait. I'm just saying, Tiny another invite because I feel bad that he is missing all these positions. He's in home. Good night. I'll send him one more invite, and if he can't get into the game, then that is fair enough, and he'll just have to call it a day. Wallace getting up on SRC Roman. Wallace is hunting. He is hunting right now. Live on stream. He's hunting down a wolf and an EXO. They're going to be difficult to pass, but if there's anyone that can, Wallace can. Oh, hello, Wall. Well, that's one done. Because Wolf made a mistake. Now EXO, who has no DRS assistance. Wallace has set this up nicely. It's taking a long way round. And that is it. Move done. EXO could come back here if he gets enough grip out of this corner, but I think it might be on for him. Back on the offensive. And Wolf is also there, but Wolf's not going to get that position back. Wallace comfortably tried to defend. He knew that that might be the case, that EXO would try and get better exit and get onto that DRS straight quicker. That's just how it goes. 5 laps of racing to go. MK7 Hutch has got this in the bag. Aussie Curtis, 1.8 7 seconds, 1.6 seconds behind. Gas 17, 3-second time penalty. Third is Minden Bean He, who's 7.7 seconds behind. And then behind him, for third, is Reed, who is chasing Minden hard at the moment to see where he can get. Oh, and that's Wolf out of the session. That's going to crash. That's going to be a safety car. Ladies and gentlemen, we could have a very interesting finish. Are we going to see pits? Yes. All gold in the pits. This could be good for him. Get fresh mediums on. 4 laps to go, my friend. Do you not have any soft tires? Frank's getting softs on. PDNB is getting softs on. Yeah, everybody pretty much, and their mum is getting soft tires on. X was coming into the pits now. His teammate's already done his stop. He's getting softs on as well on his Pokeball tires. Wallace getting some softs on. Roman also getting some softs on to enjoy the day with, I guess. Everybody's got softs now. Bar the cars that have not pitted yet. Tall Tiny, ERC, Bird, Reed, Minden, Aussie Curtis and Hitch, who are all going to suffer quite a bit here. That safety car, is it crashed? Or are they waiting for the leaders to come round? Potentially do their pit stop. Yeah. Aussie Curtis is staying out. Interesting, interesting. Because he's going to be stuck behind the safety car. I think they were just too close together to warrant pitting at the same time. Minden didn't pit. And the rest have pitted. So we're getting some softs on for everybody else on the grid. Oh, Reed losing position in the pits as Bird managed to find his way up to P4 again. Question. Did you invent teleportation? How and why? I need an explanation. Minden Bean gonna be starting P2 on the restart here unless he pits in the next lap. We're going to see this safety car take us near enough to the end of the race, I would believe. So, how was everybody's day that's watching this at the moment? Is that Siskolna Panda? How are you, my friend? I have not seen you in ages. I hope you're well. Been a while since I've seen you race. Used to be an ERC Sunday regular, my friend. The past few seasons you've sort of dropped off the face of the planet. I hope you're doing alright. Bit of a quiet stream today. As you know, Mike's on holiday. The cheeky bugger. We're on for another lap of safety car, which is great. So it means potentially 2 laps sprint towards the end. Imola Season 4 F1 2021 was the last race you did. That has been that long. Was it really Season 4 that I started? Have I done 5 seasons? Because we're now on season 9. Is that really how long this has been? It genuinely feels like it's been 4 seasons, but because I did was it season 2 that I started? Season 3? I have a feeling it was one of them. Yeah, so it would have been me, yeah. Yeah. That would have been it. Jesus. Are you thinking about coming back as a part-time driver? As a reserve? Or are you just gonna sit on the sidelines and watch the action unfold? Because I would love to see your name back on the grid, buddy. I love seeing old names pop up. Gives me a bit of nostalgia, you know? Gives me a bit of nostalgia. See, the thing is, I still hang out with some of you lads from ERC, some of the old Ultra ERC members, like Dave and Slate and stuff like that. And I just don't see some of you guys, because some of you guys are sort of doing other things now with your lives, and I think that's fair, and everybody's got to move on. Move on for bigger and better reasons and better things. Aussie Curtis on the restart now, as we get back to racing. A 2-lap sprint towards the end, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps of racing. And he's gone. I was runner-up in ERC Wednesday. I remember that season 5. Not gonna lie, I'd love to come back, but I still don't have enough time for racing. I'm back on the server though. Well, that's good to hear, Panda. And you know, one of these days, right, I was actually thinking, because I always used to get your names mixed up between PDNB and Panda, because I used to call PDNB Panda. I used to call you just Skolma. And so I just it fucked it up for a while. But Minden dropping a position on the restart there because of that non-pit stop, maybe the wrong choice from him. Hitch now looking to regain his lead. Bird also hunting down Minden. Tiny decided not to join back to the race, so he might get a penalty depending on the circumstances. Exo taking that position. Bird now, he's very close to Minden. Aussie Curtis a fantastic restart, even with old mediums, well, oldish mediums, older than the soft tyre. You'll surely take part in some racing this season as a reserve driver. Yeah, that's fair enough, Panda. As I say, it'd be nice to see your name on the grid. I will be asking Mr. Wallace to keep an eye out for you and give you a special mention. Minden now down out of the podium positions. ERC Bird getting up onto the podium somehow. As I swear to God, he has invented teleportation, right? Look, my teleportation skills, as you will find out next week, is a bit dodgy, alright? Somehow this man has managed it, okay? I want to know why. MK7H just not close enough to regain his lead. Aussie Curtis with an awesome restart. Looks to potentially take the win here as we come up to the final sector. It's been very close. Hitch has driven the lap of the gods round here to try and catch him, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Bird is nowhere near second place because Minden is there. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Oh, he gets really, really crappy exit. Bird's going to take third. Only a second between Aussie Curtis and Hitch. All Gold coming home in fifth. That was a very good finish from him. Billy in P6. He loves this track. I remember him saying that he really enjoys this track on the game. Shaggy P7. Frank's coming home very close to P7, but just missing out into P8. PDMB in P9. Roman in P10. Wallace P11. A good recovery drive from him, might I say. EXO finishing P12. He's not had a very good start to the season, I should say. And All Gold gets driver of the day. Do you know something? I echo that. I think the whole Ferrari team deserve a round of applause for tonight. Aussie Curtis, who took the win today, is on the top step. McLaren taking home the maximum points that they could from this race, including fastest lap, which we will find out just now. With Hitch as a 1:30.1. He was the quickest by nearly 7/10 of a second there on that final lap. Here is your standings. We'll get down to where we finished. Lord Rike in P13. Reed down in P14, not having a fantastic finish there from being quite high up. Gas 17 in P15. Tall Tiny with a little bit of an issue with his connectivity, finishing in P16. Blunt Blade P17. ERC Wolf crashing out into P18. And P19 was VXR Miller. Well, that was enjoyable. Mike has said, "Great Cobbs, Andrew. You didn't miss me after all." I did miss you. It's never fun doing comms on your own, especially when you're so used to doing it with somebody else. I did nearly 2.5 seasons of ERC by myself. Look, it was nice to sit down and do it by myself. I could do what I want, say what I want, but do you know something? It's all the while having somebody there with you to enjoy the racing at the same time. So, you know, it's all worth it when it comes to great racing in ERC on Sundays. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if